How you doing? Doing okay? Good. We're going to be on TV together, okay? And if you want to answer a question, you just nudge me, okay? And I'll try to answer most of them, okay? All right. I'm glad you're here. This is Brian Jones. All right. Make sure you all get it. I've been waiting for a few weeks for him to get here. Okay. So I'm gonna just stand. All right. Tilt the camera. Get his good side here. I'm proud of you. I'm glad you were able to come. I really am. We've been waiting for you. Okay. We've been waiting for you, and I'm glad you're here.
Where did you meet Brian, Coach?
I met Brian. I've heard of Brian, but I went to see Brian in a hospice a few weeks ago. And I had a chance to visit with him and his family. And I learned a lot about him before I went there. And I know that Brian is an absolute diehard Indiana fan for a long time, as his family has been. And I was as inspired walking out of there seeing him as maybe he would have been happy to see me. Probably by 10 times more, I was more inspired walking out of there. So this is something that I've had planned for when he didn't know it, but when he would be able to get here, we're going to do this press conference together. Certainly, I wish he could talk a little bit more right now, but I guess I'm going to have to speak for you. Is that okay? Did you enjoy the night? I'd take that as a yes. Okay, go ahead. I want to let you jump right in. Go ahead.
He wants to hug you.
He wants to hug me?
I can see it. Here you go.
Oh. All right.
He's trying to move his hand.
There we go.
He's saying thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll get it started. Needless to say, performance like that, when our guys are initiating the offense the way that they did and attacking, we knew that we were going to see a team that was going to bring pressure that we hadn't seen lately, and we needed to attack it. And the whole key, like I said, was going to be recognition and understanding when we had a quick shot, understanding we could reverse it. First couple possessions, we were a little slow against their zone, and then we started to get it figured out. And our guys did a tremendous job. And we knew that we were going to deal with a lot of different difficulties inside of this game tonight, inside of their ability to play in the post. And certainly with the way Andre Hollins is playing, they're a very good team. There's in a league of teams that should be NCAA tournament teams are considered for it. They are right there with everybody else, and because they're getting better. And we had to play very well. We shot the ball extremely well, and really proud of the way the guys kept moving the ball. Proud of the attack. Defensively, we had over 40 deflections, which was key. We needed to rebound the ball well. We needed to get second chance points. We did that. But the bottom line is the ball was on a string all night for us. And when it's on a string like that and you're getting very good movement and Yogi's leading the way that he did, you're going to get good looks. And tonight those looks went down. And we were very fortunate to have those go down. Sometimes they don't. Tonight they did. So we're excited about that, and I'm proud of the way guys played. Go ahead.
Mike, to out-rebound a team like that, I mean, what do you attribute that to? Is it positioning, want to? Or?
I was surprised at the number. I think we were really conscious of being on the offensive glass, and we had to do that. But it's really, our whole basis, as simple as it sounds, it's harder to do, but we have to have 5 guys inside the paint when that shot goes up. And we really have got to get 5 guys inside to rebound the ball. And in a game like this tonight, where you're really going to have to get into the big guys, get into the forwards, it's going to create more guard rebounds. And I'm not sure the breakdown of the rebounds. I know Troy had 9, but I didn't really study the stat sheet that much. But bottom line is you've got to have 5 guys in. And we knew that the more we defensive rebounded, the more we could be out in that break. And our guys did a good job with that.
I know it's probably an overstated term, sort of people talking about the freshman wall at this time of year, but how important was it for Rob and James to have the night that they did? I know Yogi set a lot of it up, but obviously after struggling the way that they did against Maryland.
Well, that wasn't it. They've hit the wall a couple times. So I don't think are you referring to the Maryland game?
Yeah.
I don't think that was a wall situation. They missed some shots. But those guys played a lot of minutes, and they were there on the court at the end of the game. A wall is when you're mentally not able to stay with it defensively, and where you're getting discouraged easily. That's not the case at all. And I think what happens is, and I try to explain it to these guys, that proverbial weight on your shoulders is when you're missing shots, all right, and you let it affect you, become slower. So all of a sudden it looks like you're not on the attack as much, and you can't do that. And we'll do different things. I kept James out there a little bit longer today at the end of the shoot around for about 10 extra minutes, just working on complete speed and attack, just to get it maybe into his mind that everything's fine. When you're on the attack, you're in great shape. I kept reminding him he's in great shape. You don't want the mental part to play in because it's really not there. I mean, physically they're good. So you don't want a fact that they've missed a couple of shots, all right, take them away from what their most important job is, which is to play a complete game. But they also work very hard on their shooting, and they all do. They work very hard on their shooting. And I think if you'd hit a wall, you wouldn't be spending that kind of extra time. So, again, we've hit that wall a couple times. Will we hit it again? I don't know. But that certainly wasn't the case on Wednesday night. If it wouldn't have been, they wouldn't have been able to come back and play the way they did today.
Terry?
So one thing we really haven't seen from Troy is the perimeter game. He hits the 2 threes, but he also hits that pull-up 17-foot jumper or whatever. Is that something he's been working on more?
Yeah, he works very hard on his shot. He spends a lot of extra time on it, and that's something that's growing. It's something that's a part of his. He wants to be a complete player, and is it something that is a huge part of everything right now? It will be, but the bottom line is he's got to continue. He's working to a point where he's feeling that confidence, and those shots look good. And I credit Tim Buckley and for the extra work that he spends with the time that he spends with him. And Troy's very serious about his shot.
Yeah, a lot of talk will be about the three-point shooting tonight, but Yogi had 11 assists. Just how instrumental was he in other guys getting that shot?
Well, Yogi gets so much attention from the other team's coaches, game plan, and players, right? And so the key to Yogi is that he just continues to play the game, and he makes adjustments inside of the game very well. We're asking him to do an extraordinary amount of stuff, and not just on the offensive end. But when you switch defenses the way that we do, and we play the different defenses because we have to make up for what we don't have in post size, he's asked to do a lot. We probably did 5, maybe 6 different things defensively, and he's a key part of every bit of that. One possession, he may be guarding Andre Hollins. 2 possessions later, he may be in a combination zone. I mean, it's just, you have to be smart and tough to do those things. And we're asking a lot of him. And we were fortunate to get a couple breaks with him tonight. But like I said to him, I said, great job passing the ball. I said, I got a lot of great shooters to throw to, or to pass to. That says a lot about him. I mean, he's very, very serious about his game. He's very serious about his improvement. We practice on Friday. We get done about 6:15. And the night goes, and all of a sudden, 9:20 at night, I'm coming in from a place downstairs, and he's walking out of the locker room to head onto the court on a Friday night. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the kind of dedication that he has. So he is working every day to become a complete player, and he's getting closer to it every day.
You guys have been a really good three-point shooting team all season. Scouting in the Big Ten is very good. Why do you think these guys were still able to get a school record for 3?
Well, I think it's just movement, Jeff. I think the ball just has to move. That's what it is more than anything else. I mean, and a lot of that three-point shooting, it's not. That's just a part of what we do. It's not like they were set play calls for a 3. It's more about the movement. We've got a lot of different guys. Troy can play on the baseline. Troy can play on the wing. Troy can initiate the offense. Troy can get into pick and roll. Colin, we didn't do it with as much tonight. Emmett, that's coming with. We have to be that way, and we have to be versatile because we don't have a team that we're just going to go line up on that block and play high-low and run cross screens constantly and things like that. We just don't have that. So bottom line is it's got to come and drive and kick. And we turned it over too much, right? I mean, there's still things that we got to get better at. But the bottom line is, I say it all the time, it sounds simple, but it's hard to do. Pass the ball 1 dribble sooner. All right, 1 dribble sooner. When you hold it too long, it allows the defense to adjust. We're trying to create 2-on-1s all over the court. And when the ball is moving and guys are spacing, it's not about scout and report. It's just about movement constantly. What do you think? You good with that?
Yes.
I say, yeah, I saw that. All right, go ahead.
Tom, and you kind of maybe just addressed this, but Minnesota's a team that's forcing 11 steals a game.
How many they have tonight?
5. So that, and maybe it's just what you.
We played into their turnover percentage, though. They're also 4th in the nation in turnover percentage. They didn't lose many stat points on that.
No, but the ability to not get steals against you, how important?
Well, again, it's ball movement. It's getting the ball advanced. You know, it's certain times, we're trying to get rest and making sure we got enough ball handlers on the court. And it's really, it sounds simple, but it's just doing your job. It's getting the ball to the middle, getting it reversed. Yogi takes the ball out of bounds. So we had a plan if they started trying to deny Yogi, what we were going to do. I mean, we have so much versatility that allows us to be, to do different things, that we have to make sure that we understand that once we're in those things, that's your job, and I think that's key. Again, it's spacing. It's spacing, it's ball movement, it's getting the ball advanced up the court, and I'm really proud of their recognition. A couple times we might have shot it too quick or we tried to make a drive that wasn't there. But I'm really, really proud of the way that they moved the ball. And I can't tell you how proud I am to have met this guy right here and his family. And this would be a model of perseverance to me right here. All right, Brian Jones is a model of perseverance. He's not had an easy life from everything I understand. He has got a great family from what I've seen and everything that I understand. And it's a rare, rare person that can make you feel better, all right, about you when you're there trying to make them feel better about them. And that's what this guy's got. And that's why we're doing this. And I'm really excited that you came here tonight. I'm excited that you got to see us tonight. I pray for you every day. And I hope you just continue to get better. And I appreciate you guys putting him up here or getting him so people can see. This is a model of perseverance right here. So thank you.